Well, greetings and good morning, business math students. This is week number 13 in our 16-week course in business mathematics here at Norco College. And this week we're going to be looking at financial statements. So this is when we start getting into really all of the financial statements, balance sheet, income statement, statement of cash flows, what they mean. We're going to be doing some comparisons with the different financial statements. We're going to be looking at a horizontal analysis. We're looking at a vertical analysis. And these are some mathematical processes that you want to be able to perform because this is how you can understand the health of your business. Most notably, we're also going to be looking at ratios, which are, liquidity ratios, debt to asset ratios, things like that, that help you understand again the health of your business. And these ratios are taken off of information from your income statement and your balance sheet. And so these are really, in my opinion, some of the more exciting topics and chapters because you're looking at the money aspect of business. And this is, of course, extremely important because if you're not doing good accounting, you're not keeping good records, then you're going to find yourself in a heap of mess because you need to be able to know where your money's going, how you're spending it, whether or not you have enough to continue. So that's what we'll be looking at in this particular chapter this week. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I'm going to go ahead and share our class in Canvas. And here we are in the home page. Of course, we are in the last module starting today. So that means you ended last night, yesterday, Sunday, with an exam, and I'll be grading those over the next few days, as well as you completed your case study number 3. And so now you have another case study, as well as you're going to have the final exam in a couple of weeks. But good news is next week is Thanksgiving break. So even though we're going to be starting this week, you technically can have all of next week too to kind of complete all these assignments. I do have this Sunday as the due date, but keep in mind that you could have the extra week if you needed it. But just don't get behind or use that extra week to catch up on stuff maybe that you've missed earlier in the class. But this week again, you have your Read Me First and Help Sienna for the chapter that we're going to be looking at, 15. It'll explain them in the context of business. Then, of course, you have a study page for chapter 15 on not only financial statements but ratios. You have a formula sheet that you will want to utilize, and then the same tips for solving word problems. It's the same one I put in every week. Then you have your case study. Sorry, you also have a check-in assignment. It's not publicized right now because I'm editing it, but by the time you watch this video, it should be up at least. If it's not up right when you get the video, it'll be up by this evening. But it's basically going to be like all the other check-in assignments. You're going to download a worksheet. You're going to work it out. Then you're going to go back in and use the drop-down menus. I know we had some issues with last week's drop-down menu with some browsers. I'm not really sure why, but I will be looking into fixing that. You shouldn't have any problem this week. I've been using this particular assignment for a while, so it should be okay. But if for some reason you're not able to see all the drop-down menus, maybe try a different browser. So if you're using Safari, try Chrome. If you're using Chrome, try Safari or try Firefox. If you're or even better, Edge. Seems like Microsoft Edge has been the best so far for all these drop-down menus. So try all those out. If you have a Mac computer, it might be a little more difficult, but Firefox may work, so you could try that. But anyway, if you have problems, let me know and I'll see what I can do to fix it. But that'll be your check-in assignment. It'll just be some questions out of chapter 15. Then you have your quiz on chapter 15 once again, and then you're going to be starting your final case study, which you have 4 weeks to complete. It kind of does go back into chapter 16, looking at the 3 different inventories that you can run. And so you're going to evaluate the 3 different inventories, and then you're going to put it all in a income statement and give me a total net sales or net profit at the end of that. So it's kind of a two-parted, chapter 16 and chapter 15. And then again, next week's Thanksgiving break. So you'll not get a video from me next week, but just enjoy your family, enjoy your time off. And there will be a video on December 1st, right after the Thanksgiving break, getting into what's going to be covered in week number 14. So have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving. And you will see me all on video again next week. If you need to get a hold of me, please use my office hours. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And I will be happy to meet with you. Have a great one.